Hello, NoBugs Project audience. I'm here with Sebastian Deschner.
Hey there.
He's an Oracle champion. He's also a Java champion, and he's very active in the Java community. And he just gave an amazing talk here at DubJug. He was talking about the 7 ways of having more productivity as a developer, and I highly recommend you to check it out. His content is just amazing, and I have the honor here to present him to you, and we're gonna ask him the 3 questions. What was the worst bug, and how did he solve it, and what golden tips he can leave it for us. So, welcome, Sebastian.
Yeah, thank you.
So
the question was, what's the biggest bug? Actually, I was thinking about that, and I think I don't recall a specific bug, but it's more like a specific type of bug that I had probably a few times, and it's this type of bug where you start questioning your whole knowledge, right? Your whole knowledge of a technology, of a programming language. You're like, doesn't do, nothing seems like it's working anymore, or you're questioning everything right now.
Yeah.
And until probably, and this is probably how to resolve it, you're just trying to boil down everything as much as possible into very small working or not working examples, and trying to reproduce the specific bug. Until you finally could reproduce something, until you could find something, and then just trying to resolve it in a very minimized way. But sometimes I had, like a bug where it was, of course, totally unrelated, like from the environment, from some configuration, from something unrelated to the bug, where even after boiling it down, it still didn't work, or it still didn't match the concept that you had in your head, and you're like, okay, what's going on? Like, should I stop using Java because apparently I don't understand it? Like, what's going on? And you're seeking for the hidden camera or something like that. You're just questioning yourself and everything. That, I would say, these are the worst type of bugs for me.
Yes, the kinds of bug that you can't just figure out what's happening,
right.
And then you just dig deep and you just say, my God, what's happening here?
Exactly.
So, what tip would you leave for us to avoid those kind of bugs and that you can't figure out? What tip would you leave for us to have high quality software, high quality code? How to test the code? I don't know, maybe something that you find really amazing for us to avoid these kind of problems.
Well, specifically this kind of problem, it's probably hard to find a silver bullet for it, right? So what I would say, in general, try to isolate the problem, try to isolate the situation, and try to boil it down as soon as possible, right?
Yeah.
So at least you're not like just trying out things, different random things, rather than trying to isolate the specific problem that you have, that you're focusing. Trying to reproduce the specific error, I would say.
Yeah, but a way to avoid them, a golden tip for having a high quality code.
Write tests early enough.
Yeah.
Focus on testing, and there will always be bugs. It's just a question like how to find them. So I wouldn't focus, to be honest, too much on avoiding bugs, because you don't do it deliberately. You don't like, hey, today I'm writing some bugs, right? You always would try to avoid them. But then just trying to focus on testing early enough, and not just at the end of the project and stuff like that. And while testing, try to isolate your specific use cases. So that's the only advice I have for that. And of course, automate tests. Today we heard a lot of automations.
Exactly.
So I would say these type of things.
Yeah, that's cool. Sebastian gave us really amazing tips as well about productivity. So about automating everything you do. So if you do something that you do it 3 times, think about just automating it, because you would be just saving a lot of time, you know. And also,
three-strike principle.
yeah, Sebastian told us as well to use commands. You know, you can use a lot of commands with shortcuts on Linux or whatever machine you have.
Any command line specifically?
Yeah,
Unix command line.
Yeah, Unix command line. So it's just very powerful tips that we can use, and it can help us in our productivity. Also, use shortcuts from your IDE. So instead of doing it manually with your mouse and wasting a lot of time, do it with your just use the shortcuts, because with time you just save, you just do things more effectively, faster. And Sebastian just gave us this presentation. It was amazing how much time you can save with this. So this is a way also, I think, to avoid bugs, because if you are more productive, if you are able to focus more on your work, you will be producing a better code. You'll be more relaxed, because if you just focus and if you work more effectively, you will have more time to relax. That it was another thing that you said in the presentation.
Yes.
Because if you just make your time more productive, you have more time to relax and do whatever you want. So just very powerful tips that you left for us, and I really appreciate your knowledge.
Yeah, thank you for attending my talk. I highly appreciate that.
Yeah, I was really happy to go to be there and learn with you. So it was great. Do you have any takeaways? Something else that you would like to share with NoBugs Project audience to make their careers better, or something like this?
NoBugs Project, well, as I said, try to write your tests early. Try to automate the tests specifically, not only running your tests or executing your tests, but also validating what your tests supposed to validate.
Yes.
So that no human involvement is required in order to run and validate your tests. Yeah. No matter if we're talking just about simple unit tests or end-to-end scenarios, or like UI testing, acceptance tests, kind of things. Everything can be automated ideally.
Yes.
And then you will be faster.
So, testing, that's the message. So that's it, NoBugs Project audience. I'm sure you liked a lot this video, and hope to see you in another amazing interview. And thanks, Sebastian, to accept this request of interviewing you. I'm really glad that you can also share knowledge with NoBugs Project audience, and they're gonna love it. And what's your Twitter, so that they can follow you as well?
My Twitter handle, yeah, that's quite complicated. It's Deschner S. So it's last name first, and then first letter of the first name. So Deschner S.
Yeah. So I highly recommend you to follow Sebastian, because you're gonna learn. First thing, you're gonna learn with him, because he always been sharing knowledge to the Java community. He's very active. So if you want to achieve higher on your Java career, of course you have to follow reference from the Java community. So I will put his Twitter on the description, and then you can follow Sebastian, and you have to follow those reference, because we learn a lot with them, and also we can fortunately they can learn something with you, with us as well. So I'm happy with this. So just get into the Java community and learn a lot, share your knowledge, and take your career to the next level. So Sebastian, thank you again.
Yeah, thanks a lot for this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, and
thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you, NoBugs Project.